Well, good evening. Welcome. When I was thinking about this tour, I was thinking, well, what am I going to start with? What am I going to start with? Of all the things I wanted to do. I had so many songs I wanted to do and so many medleys and all kinds of different things, but I couldn't think of anything I wanted to start with. And so I wrote something new. And so, this is a very autobiographical piece. This is called Songs of Freedom, kind of looking at my life from the music side of things. I was a boy in the music age. My father taught it. It's how he met my mother. How he met my mother. Something inside me was trapped in a cage, but when I played my records, my soul was filled with wonder. Everything seemed wonderful. And I love the songs of freedom. How I long to sing them. I'd cut school to go and play my favorite song. Yeah, I love the sound and glory where music tells the story like the Who. And yes, I live my whole life long singing freedom songs. Brothers and I, we started to play. We learned every riff by Sabbath and Deep Purple. How about you guys? Did you guys do it? Yeah, so we got into Sabbath and Deep Purple and all that stuff. I went to see Black Sabbath in LA at the Forum, and there was an unknown band opening up called Yes. Kind of impacted my life just a little bit. And one night I heard Wakeman play. I heard Mood for a Day, and the glass shattered like in Tommy. And the whole world opened up for me. Yeah. And played them all night long. Yeah, I love the sound and glory. The music tells the story. I was moved and wanted to move people along, singing freedom songs. My 20s running fast in LA, writing 3 songs a day. I somehow had to make it. Oh, I had to make it somehow. Rejection letters coming every day. Music and pain became closely related. Why write when no one will like it anyway? And I lost the songs of freedom. I couldn't even sing them, so I drank until all my joy was painted on. Yeah, I lost the sound and glory and lived a sad, sad story. And I can't explain the pain I felt so long, missing freedom song.
Welcome back to CC Rock. I'm now here with Neal Morse, the man of many hats in the world you have.
Yeah, well, many shirts too.
Yeah, well, I'm glad, and underwear and everything else that goes with it, I guess.
Not really, actually. I wear a lot of the same shirts. I'll look and see a picture of me like in the 90s. I'm like, wow, I've still got that shirt. Yeah.
That's the classic world of what you're creating, and the fact that you're here tonight at Hotel Utah, which is a very interesting place that has a lot of history from 1908. I guess it's built right after the earthquake, I guess. Yeah, so it looks like it still hasn't been touched much, but some great pictures. We got a great shot of some girls from Shells here. Oh wait. You're born again. You go look at that, Neal. No.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Well, so obviously this is something very new. I mean, this album you're doing is Life and Times at Neal Morse High, right?
Right.
That was my take.
Is that what they called Life and Times at Ridgemont?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I saw the title. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Well, you know, I struggled for a title on this album because it was like, what was I thinking? Scrapbook, you know, because there's a lot of songs about like where I've been and what I've been doing, and I'm in this place. Some of it's almost like a travelogue, and what I was feeling at that time, and so when I thought of Life and Times, I thought, that's better, because not everything on the album is that either. You know, it's all individual songs, and you know, of course, there's He Died at Home, which is so different, and so I thought that Life and Times really kind of fit. But I forgot all about. No, it's Fast Times.
Oh, sorry.
It's Fast Times.
I did a great Photoshop of you, so I'll show you after the interview. But you look like Spicoli. But no, this is cool though, because you're doing an acoustic keyboard, obviously singing in a small venue, and I've seen you in every kind of world, I guess, transatlantic world a couple times. Now I've seen you with Neal Morse Band doing your. You did some stuff after you. Well, I guess down in San Jose you did a few shows. It was more of the revival type stuff you were doing on Testimony. Which Testimony 2, actually, down at the Cabaret, which is not the Cabaret anymore, it's gone, anyhow. But a lot of great venues and a lot of different worlds I've seen you in, and this is kind of the most uniquest because you're all by yourself, pretty much, right?
Yeah. I'll have a special guest tonight, actually. Ooh. But generally I'm all by myself, yeah.
Okay, so not Kirk Hammett from Metallica, no. He shows up to some weird venues, some shows, and it's funny because you do Morse Fest, which I think is very ironic because it's like all about your life, your music, and all these special guests you bring in every year, and it's always back in Tennessee, near where you live, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're doing it September 14 and 15 this year.
Well, tell me about that event, because you have brought lots of great guests over the years, and this Morse Fest, I hear, is even that much more over the top. Tell me about this coming year.
This year we're doing a storytellers night with where we sing songs and talk about the songs and tell stories. I think people know kind of what that means, I guess. With Ted Leonard from Spock's Beard and Nick DiVirgilio, formerly of Spock's Beard, and Eric Gillette from the Neal Morse Band, and Randy George from the Neal Morse Band. And so we kind of jam around and have a lot of fun, and that's going to be Friday night. And then Saturday there's an inner circle concert and a meet and greet thing, and then sometimes we play games. We play, like we have a lot of fun. It's
games, like
like last year they played instead of Wheel of Fortune, it was Neal of Fortune, where they asked a bunch of questions about our careers, and it was really fun.
Do people win stuff and actually get T-shirts and stuff like that?
Win T-shirts and stuff like that. And then this year we're doing Jesus Christ the Exorcist, a musical that I wrote about 9 years ago, I think. And we're going to have a bunch of great guest singers like Ted Leonard and Nick DiVirgilio and Jake Livgren, Kerry Livgren from Kansas's nephew, actually. Yeah. And a bunch of really great people. And it's going to be really spectacular. Eric Gillette's going to play drums. And
I didn't know you played drums.
Yeah, he plays drums. And Paul Bilatovich from the Carl Palmer Band is going to be playing guitar. And it's going to be really an amazing. There'll be choir and strings and horns, and it's really going to be the live debut of this thing, and it's going to be just amazing. I'm doing some looping on this tour. I've got a little loop pedal, which means it when I push it, it starts recording, and then when I push it off, it starts playing back whatever I just did. So just so you'll know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm a little out of tune here. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, good. Packed in, it looks like. Yeah, when I saw the place, I was like, oh man, how are they going to fit everybody in here?
Where?
Yeah, that's right. I'm excited because my sister's here. My sister Carol is here tonight. And my brother-in-law Brad is here tonight. Yeah, so that's a nice thing.
We saw you on the cruise.
We saw you.
Yeah, in the theater or?
Both.
Yeah, the theater one was pretty good. The other one, I don't know. The other one it was a little bit rough. But the one in the theater was nice. Let's see, I need my shaker. There it is. So yeah, I'm going to create a loop, and I could have created it perfectly at home, but I wanted it to be live music, right?
Yeah.
Well, real live music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good looping.
Yeah. It's kind of fun, you know. You just have to get the loop right, or else you're stuck with it. If there's a glitch, you got to listen to it over and over, like ah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try "Living Lightly," the first song from Life and Times, and this is a song about being on vacation. Probably none of you guys are on vacation. Only me and Kevin are on vacation. But it's about like you know, when you're on a cruise or something, and you just like get there and you lay down and you got nothing to do for a whole week. You know, you just feel so good, and that's what this song's trying to capture, the feeling of that. So let's see if I can capture it. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd write a song to tell you all the way I feel, but it ain't no big deal. I just thought I'd lay it down and try my best to keep it real, like a little Neal Young. And I hope it makes you feel just a little lazy, like you could take a little time and lay your crazy down. Maybe we can rest a while and do only what we really like to do. Living lightly, living lightly. Maybe we can hang out with our friends, take some time to learn to laugh and love again. Living lightly, living lightly, lightly now. I just thought I'd write a song to make you feel like you're on vacation. You feel it? Riding out of the station. Like when you check into your room, you know they got the whole week to do nothing, and lay down just feeling so good. And I hope it makes you feel just a little groovy, like we're living in an old-time movie.
You were always, these Morse Fests are always so amazing. It's just the fact that you bring all these elements together, and you obviously talked about some of your past members, Nick, and well, Ted's not well, he's a member of Spock's Beard now, but obviously you still have some relationships with these guys, and you still go on cruises and do stuff with them. What is it like? You still talk to the bandmates? Obviously, your brother Alan. What is the relationships?
It's really good now. You know, there isn't any sort of the former cloud of the past. It seems like it's all kind of cleared. And Dave Maros doesn't live too far from here, from Spock's. I invited him tonight, but he had a previous engagement. But my relationship with everybody's really good now, and that's nice. You know, it was a little tense for a while, as you can imagine.
Yeah. So. You know, you lose somebody like you in a band, it's kind of like, you know, you're the grease in the wheels, you know? It's like you're pushing everything forward. It's like you're the creator, and then yet all the other band members had a part in this, but you could tell by your writing and your styles, especially in Snow, it was kind of going somewhere. It was going somewhere a little different than where it was earlier, it sounds like to me at least.
Yeah, it was, I was, you know, going in a different direction, you could say, particularly lyrically and in my heart, you know, in my life. And so, yeah, it was a difficult time, a difficult album to make under the circumstances. But when we played it live together a couple years ago, 2016, it was kind of like we just came full circle and everything was cool. And yeah, it was an awesome thing.
How can you be like a sky stretched out before me? And the world keeps turning your way. Even darkness is better this way. Everybody. Thank you. Let me turn. Oh, the world comes rushing from you when my resistance is gone. There's nothing that I can lean on. Oh, sing it if you know it. You are the wind at my back. You give what I lack. You're the jewel in my hand. You're like rain on dry land. You're the focus, the beat. Your reality's dream. You're the blue in my black. You're the wind at my back. Hey Jules, can you turn Ted's vocal up for me? Yeah. Quick it. I'll be above. Yeah. I have a love for my love. As we're becoming somehow, as we're changing the future to now. Oh, I just want to live in that place that you have to give. I'll let you keep beating me down until the water comes around. Come on, everybody. Here we go. You are the wind at my back. You give what I lack. You're the jewel in my hand. You're like rain on dry land. You're the focus, the beat. Your reality's dream. You're the blue in my black. You're the wind at my back. The wind at my back. You give what I lack. You're the jewel in my hand. You're like rain on dry soul, and my soul has been kissed just because you exist. You're the dream that's a fact. You're the wind at my back.
Yeah, I mean, I used to really write, you know, like all the stuff, you know, and demo it all up. And a lot of times we would do it pretty close to how the demos were. And it worked great, actually, because there was no discord among us, you know. Pretty much we all were on the same page. We all liked it, you know. And if there was any sections that needed work, we generally agreed on that. And so it was a very harmonious relationship for a long time. Great band.
I'll tell you that you go back and you look at music and you talk about prog rock of the 90s, and some of the numbers that you came out with, The Light, The Doorway, End of the Day, these numbers are just, if you listen to them now, you're almost like, oh my God, it's almost like mind-blowing to think about the music you created back in that era. Not that your music now is, I mean, God, the last album of Neal Morse Band was amazing too. I mean, I was just shocked by the fact Eric Gillette and how great he sounded on guitar. And you know, you've always had Mike Portnoy close in the round with you. He's helping you out and kind of contributing his way. You know, is there a Neal Morse Band Part 2 album coming out, or what's the plan for that? I mean, it's a strong tour you just did.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're working on a new record. Yeah.
So that is the next step in your solo career, or
we're working on it. You know, yeah. Well, it's the next step for the band, definitely. You know, I always have kind of my own projects and things that I'm working on as a solo guy. Right. And now the Neal Morse Band is really, you know, it's a band thing. So it's an exploration, man. It's a grand experiment, as we said on the first album, and it continues on. It's the next album's going to be amazing. We're working on it.
Wow. Well, I mean, obviously you have some other buddies who you worked with Transatlantic. I mean, Portnoy obviously is still in that band when you did it.
Very
Oh, thank you.
awesome.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
It's better than pooping.
So I'm in this group called Transatlantic. We are still.
Something
Well,
new?
we are still happening. We're on a little hiatus. People are always asking me, but I hope we can do something in the not too distant future. Here's a Transatlantic song for you.
There's a bridge made of light that crosses between death and life.
By the way, when I sing that first line, you guys are supposed to applaud. Let's try it again.
Yes!
Wait, no.
I applauded in my head.
There's a bridge made of light.
Kind of ruins it, doesn't it? Maybe you have to ask for it.
It's okay, you can ask us. It's good. It's all good.
Do I have to say it again?
The crosses between death and life. Where shadows walk in the sun and desperate lovers run. One day, child and angel stood on either side of a magic river that there was no crossing. But as they tried, the water began to rise. So they raised their and as the river fell away, they built a bridge across forever. Between tomorrow and today, there is a bridge across forever. The bridge across forever. I've had this dream all my life that doesn't live in black and white. It never ends, it just begins in distant sands and magenta winds. Oh, and my love, she is standing by the side of a magic river that there is no crossing. Maybe someday when our spirits begin to rise and light fills our eyes, we will meet again someday on the bridge across forever. I know that we will find our way to the bridge across forever. The bridge across forever. Between tomorrow and today, there is a bridge, there is a bridge, there is a bridge. I know that we will find our way to the bridge across forever. The bridge across forever. I know that we will find our way. I know that we will find our way to the bridge, to the bridge.
Beautiful.
And you know, I had two other guys. Oh God, from Flower Kings. I can't remember his name. It's killing me. Guitarist.
Steve Morse. Steve Morse.
No. From the Flower.
Oh, for the Flower King.
Flower King.
Roy Stolt. I thought you said Flying Colors. Sorry.
I saw Ron Stowe, and he played with Steve Hackett at the Warfield a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was playing bass.
I was like, bass and 12-string guitar. He did it all that night. It was kind of a weird place because I interviewed Steve Hackett like 3 weeks ago over at his hotel room, and he talked about Roy and his contributions, and he felt kind of bad because he's such a talented guy, and he kind of put him in a reserve role in the guitar side because he's got such great musicianship.
Yeah.
But is Transatlantic kind of halfway, or is that ever going to be revisited again?
I think it is. We talk about it. It just hasn't fit into the.
There's only one you.
Well, there's only one Mike and Royna and Pete as well. So it has to all just fit together, and I pray that it does. I would love to do it next year, but it's not really up to me. The stars have to align, and it has to feel right to everybody, and I hope that happens.
Because there's classic albums. I mean, the fact Whirlwind was one of my favorites. I was just amazed by that one. Was one of my tops, at least. My top 10 albums. Amazing sounds from what you've done.
Came out. I love the Whirlwind too. That's one of my favorites too.
It's classic sounds of prog rock. So obviously you're going to play here tonight, and you're in this classic historic venue. What does it feel like playing by yourself compared to having a whole bunch of people on stage with you? Is it different, or is it just feel intimate, or what? In your own mind, you've got nobody else to lean on, just yourself.
Oh yeah, it's really different. With the bands, the way the Similitude tour was, in my mind, it was almost like, okay, I'm going to do this part, and then I sort of hang back for this part. And I'm playing along, but I'm not really, the featured thing for, there's a lot of sharing of the music and sharing of the spotlight or the soloing and the vocals too. So it was great. I never lost my voice the whole tour, and man, it was such a blessed tour. The Similitude tour was just amazing. So yeah, this is totally different. Small venues, being really close with people. It's kind of the difference between, I don't know, what would you compare it to? Like an epic novel and maybe, a collection of short stories. That's what it reminds me of. It's just a different experience. It's really good. It's all good, but definitely different.
Well, what's amazing about you, you always play what you want to play, and I really respect that, because a lot of bands are still living off the oldies or what classics or whatever they want to call it, because that's a money maker. But you have always had the integrity to play what you want to play, create what you want to create, and just do it. And that's, I think, what makes you kind of you're kind of out there on the edge. And it's like, I love the fact that you take chances and you do what you want to do. And you're here tonight and you're playing all kinds of transatlantic, Spock Spear, Neal Morse solo stuff. You're playing the whole gamut, which I think is going to be a beautiful. Now, we going to find out who the special guest is tonight?
Oh, well, you're going to find out. Well, this won't air till later, right? Yeah. So, Ted Leonard's coming. I feel like I'm going for cheap applause here.
Thank you on that
one. One of the sports teams here, I'll just mention one. How about the Giants? Oh, they suck. Okay, that's so good. That's like every once in a while, if I'm in a particular location, I'll just like play a song from that location. that locale. Like, I played in Asbury Park, New Jersey for the first time. I thought, Asbury Park, man, baby, we're born to run. I played a little bit of Springsteen, and they were all like, please, stop, please. It's like, no. I don't know if it's because they didn't like Springsteen or it was my rendition, perhaps. But anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about all the San Francisco songs today, man. There's a million of them. Yeah, but I won't play any of them. Yeah, the Journey one. Yeah, who sings that high? Ted?
Ted!
When the lights go down in the city, and the sun shines on the bay, ooh, I wanna be there in my city.
So you think you're lonely? Well, my friend, I'm lonely too. I wanna get back to my city by the bay. Sad, oh, every morning's out on the road without you. Without your charms, oh, my, we need this four-part harmony right here. Oh, okay.
Go ahead. No, we can move the end of the part.
Four-part harmony. You guys are all musicians, that's why you're prophets. 3, 4. When the lights
Go down in the city, and the sun shines on the bay.
I wanna be there in my city.
Is that how it ends? I don't remember. Is that close enough?
That's close enough. Nice.
Ted Leonard, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, have a great time at stage tonight. I want to put you on a downer, and I'm really excited to see you, and good luck.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, man. It's going to be fun. It's a interesting little place. We'll see what happens. Not using a lot of imagery and all that kind of stuff. So this is called Selfie in the Square. I got a day off in Luxembourg. I think I'll take a walk around, and even though I'm lonely, I'll walk my blues away. The stores are open, the pastry shops glistening red and sweet, and all the people working. It's just a normal day. But you would have made it like a holiday. I miss your laugh, I miss your mood, I miss your spicy attitude. And we could have coffee at a sidewalk cafe. But you're not here, you're way out there. So I'll take a selfie in the square and post to you. Yeah, one of the first reviewers that heard this album, he said, I was listening to the album and my 17-year-old daughter came in the room and said, isn't he too old to be talking about selfies?
Yes.
But it was true. I was just telling the truth. cathedral bells rang. The cathedral bells are ringing now, singing of time gone by, and all the children playing just like they always have. In the square by the Grand Hotel, people have brought their wares, and there are bright flowers yellow. It's just a normal day. Yeah, there are bright flowers yellow. It's just a normal day. Ah, but you have made it like a holiday. I miss your laugh, I miss your mood, I miss your spicy attitude. But we could have coffee at a sidewalk cafe. You're not here, you're way out there, so I'll take a selfie in the square. Yeah, you're not here, you're way out there. This song is my selfie in the square to post to you. I got a day off in Luxembourg.